to taking still photos.
It's good, right? Yeah, I watched the movie Mr. Robot. It was so good.
Dude, I watched the pilot just like 2 nights ago.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Whole series.
Mr. Robot?
I'm gonna watch it on the way home.
Amazing.
Did you watch just the first one?
No, I watched first 3.
Oh shit! I got all the rest. I'm gonna watch it on the way home.
Yeah, it's amazing. I recommend it.
All right.
It's really good.
Okay, so start off with you guys have a new show coming up called Gypsi. Tell me a little bit about what the show is about.
Oh, Chase is the one that got me involved. So
Gypsi is a supernatural show. Has your classic vampires, werewolves, witches, but they're not the stereotypical things that we all know. It's based more, and this is why I love the show so much. I'm so excited about it. It's based more on the actual fantasy lore of voodoo in the South and New Orleans, and then ancient Europe that moved over to New Orleans, and it's all kind of rooted in that ancient stories. The thing I love most about going to see a movie or a show, is, especially when it comes to history, is thinking about, oh wow, did that really happen, or could this be real? And it's kind of that's the whole kind of scary, creepy factor of certain things. Is like, wow, that kind of could potentially have occurred. And so
and mixing history and fiction together.
So the werewolves aren't called werewolves; they're called the Rougarou, which is an actual fictitious name for them. The vampires, I think they're not really called vampires; they have an actual, and it's just based on kind of a historical fiction of what was written about them and where it really came from. Yeah. So Gypsi is a supernatural show based on that, and it's
like real families, like real names.
It's probably a combination of like Game of Thrones and True Blood. Always a good description of it.
Okay.
Supernatural world, can't get enough of it.
With the different houses, like Game of Thrones houses.
Yeah.
So hopefully not so many characters you guys get confused, but
Well, okay, you compared it to Game of
Thrones. That's because you can get confused about the characters we're going.
You talked about Game of Thrones. You're going to start killing off major characters on a regular basis?
Dude,
it could happen, man.
I hope not too early.
Isn't that the great thing about Game of Thrones? I guess why it's the most popular television show.
They're not afraid to kill anything.
They're not afraid, and people keep watching it.
Yeah.
They're afraid to watch because they don't want to see it.
I think it's always good for a show and a story to be bigger than an actor. I think it shows a lot of integrity. You know what I mean? So if that's the way Gypsi goes like that, I think that will again set it apart from other shows as Game of Thrones did.
Okay. Yeah. We're in trouble. So, new show, trying to get it off the ground. Guys have kind of chosen a unique, or at least to our perspective, not something that we think of, funding method to get this thing going. Kind of describe what it is you guys are doing and why.
Well, Indiegogo is what's being used, and it's called crowdfunding. And with crowdfunding, like we were kind of discussing prior, you kind of allow the viewers and people that are interested in the show make the show, become a part of the show. And those that are watching, Indiegogo has been around a little while, so is Kickstarter. I think Kickstarter is probably one of the most popular ones, but Indiegogo is pretty popular as well. And I've actually used Indiegogo before. I actually directed and wrote and produced a film that used Indiegogo to fund it. So I'm very familiar with it. And while they're not using Indiegogo to fund the entire project, they're using Indiegogo to fund a portion of filming the pilot. Which is great. It's good because again, I think the viewers have power. That's where all the power lies. The viewers can control what they want to see. And so that's kind of how I think this is happening. They want to see this, and they're going to make it happen.
And just allows you to be a part of it. There's some really cool superlatives on there. Superlatives, or what is it?
Perks.
Perks.
Yeah.
Superlatives. Like
I liked your word though. I was like, oh man, that's
high smart. Like most likely
I don't know what he
to
said,
succeed.
but
That's
smart.
a superlative. Anyway, like perks, for being a part of it. Like you can come and hang out on set for a day, or get your name in the credits.
Yeah.
There's some really cool stuff that
incentives.
Yeah. That, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to be part of something like in the film world, like TV. It's hard to find a way to be a part, but this is out there. It's so easy just to click, donate some money, be a part of it, and that's that. So I think that's a really cool thing they're doing.
But for those who are watching this, there are possibilities, because some people don't want to donate something and be known for donating something. They have anonymous. You can be anonymous and go in there and say, I don't want to be listed.
And imitate.
Exactly. So for those that want to give, but not necessarily be a big part or known, because a lot of people don't want spotlight or to be called out.
Right.
It's always an option.
But at the opposite end of that, you can be totally anonymous, or you can be so into it that you could even get a speaking role.
Yes, I was about to say that.
Or become an associate producer.
Yeah, you can be anonymous, or you can be in the show.
In the show, yeah.
There's only, but the cool thing about that is like select. There's only a certain number of spaces.
It's based on the amount
So
of
whoever
money
gets
you
there
want to get.
first.
You know, it's incentive. Like
It's all
if
you.
It's almost buying your way into the show. In a sense. But I mean, it's all within
Money
reason.
can't buy happiness, but it can get you on a TV show. Sometimes. And this
That could make you happy.
Make me happy.
So, yeah.
Okay, anything else that you guys want to say about Gypsy that we haven't talked about?
Shout out to Angel and Misty, for sure. Coats are creators of Gypsy. They're
Creators
actually,
of all this.
yeah, so they got some exciting stuff, exciting news. Hopefully, they're going to be sharing soon. We obviously can't say too
They have some stuff going on, man. That's going to be really exciting, and I think it's going to go real well. You know what's happening. I think this weekend they're doing it.
Yeah.
But, something I want to say too is this show is something that was so interesting when I first saw about it. Because somebody tweeted me and said this and that and connected me and Angel and Misty, and then it all kind of just rolled downhill from there. And what I was going to say, the exciting thing about this whole thing is just this whole show has taken on a whole thing of its own, and we haven't even done anything yet. Like there is fan art and there's fiction that's being written for it already, and there's photos and pictures and this and that, and the promotional trailer they created, which was so well done, and all that has been created. We haven't even filmed anything yet. We've already got a good following going, so I can't wait till we actually do the thing and get
So
it out.
stay excited.
It's gonna blow up. I'm excited about it.
Now, you said you guys haven't filmed anything. Going to start filming in January, correct?
Well, potentially November.
Oh, wow.
So it's it's all happens really quick.
The last I heard was November. It wasn't really October. It kind of pushed to November, and then it could, unless you've talked to them more recently.
No.
Because they are doing some meetings and stuff right now this weekend, and so that could potentially change a few things. But I don't think so. I think that we're going to roll this out.
I haven't heard any changes.
Another month, at least, and we'll have a pilot.
Okay, and see it on TV. Are we looking at
Networks are being
January
discussed.
or
Can't
still?
really talk about networks.
Okay, all right.
That's
Still trying to figure that part out.
Network is when it would depend on when it would be aired and where. So,
Obviously, kind of feels like it's aimed at the CW, though.
kind of, but at the same time, they've talked about certain networks that are even grittier and darker. Although CW's gotten pretty gritty and dark, like heads roll in that part of ours.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I mean, it's CW. Shout out to CW. They're in a great place right now.
I would love
television
it.
in general is at a phenomenal place.
Yes.
There's lots of good content out there, good stories. So wherever Gypsy finds a home, I think it'll be the right.
The network saved CW, which is a network they've talked about, which I would be more than happy to have a home at CW on the show. But there are a couple of other networks as well they've talked to as well. So it's kind of been shopped, which is good. There's options. So, and I think
Maybe a bidding war.
Depending on that network, that would be great. And depending on that network, is where kind of the show will slightly change depending on the content as well. Because you can say so much and show so much on CW, but then if it's like throwing at Showtime or something, then a whole different ballgame. You know what I'm saying? So it's
So we'll see.
All right. So I think that covers anything on Gypsy.
I will say, if you want to be a part of Indiegogo campaign, Chase and I have been tweeting it. Gypsy TV series. Is it at Gypsy TV series?
just go to @Micah Joe Parker or at Chase R. Coleman, and you can see it on there.
At Micah
Just
Joe
tweet
Parker.
to us, and we'll share it.
Chase R. Coleman.
At Chase R. Coleman.
So you'll see the campaign. I'm on Instagram, Micah Joe 68.
At Chase R. Coleman,
Link is in
Facebook,
my bio.
Twitter, Instagram. So
Yeah, you can find it if you just find us
No.
on social media. So come and be a part of it, and we'll see what we can make.
yeah.
All right. Okay, now I want